Well, good morning everyone, welcome back. You join me today again on the campaign for the 20. I'm at Elvington Fisheries again in York. Quite busy today, there's pretty much full of anglers. I think it's about 0 degrees, although the sun has popped out and looks like it might be out for a bit of the time today. I'll probably keep the talking to a minimum as there's anglers either side of me, so I'll try and keep it quiet, be courteous. Firstly I hope everybody had a good Christmas. Those that could spend time with the family, I hope you had a good time. And I know it's difficult, but apologies to the people that couldn't for whatever reasons, whether it be restrictions. Has definitely been a tough year, but I'm not going to bore you with that. Just come out, my wife's working today, so I took the opportunity, to get out and enjoy a day on the bank. I think today and Thursday will be my last sessions this year. I know Friday's practically New Year. Do stay tuned, because throughout the video I'm going to drop a couple of little winter tips that I've occurred and found work for me from a few other people. Obviously all the knowledge I know has been passed down, so I've had a few beeps already this morning. Got here at 8, well I was here at 7, opening the gates at 8, so I got set up. I'm on the far point, those of you that know Elvington. I've got 3 rods out today. Let's see if we can get them in there. There we go. I'm fishing 2 different types of rigs today, not my usual hair rig. I've got 2 blowback rigs. I've made 2 blowback rigs today, and I'm fishing them on a pineapple wafter, both of them. And then my 3rd rig is the Ronnie rig. Now I know it's cold, so throughout the day I'm going to be keeping an eye on it, and if not a lot's going on I might use a zig and trial that out again. I had a few takes last session on a zig, but I didn't land any. Oh, I did. I landed a bream, but better than a blank, but not good enough to film in my own opinion. So yeah, on the Ronnie rig, a couple of weeks ago I was helping a lad out at Pulbridge Farm in York, and I got a couple of the Uber Baits coconuts pop-ups. So I've got I think it's a 12mm pop-up on the Ronnie rig, so see how they get on. It's really calm today on the lake, as in there's hardly any wind at all. I'm hoping that with the sun popping itself out that we might be able to get a bit of movement out the fish. Like I say, I have had 2 liners or line bites already, so I'll keep you updated throughout the day. And like I say, throughout the day when I do update you, I'll be dropping a couple of tips that I found help me out a little bit more in the winter months. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll update you shortly. Well, hello everybody and welcome back. So update time, and unfortunately not a lot's going on at the minute. It went really nice weather, sun came out, and maybe an hour or so later absolute fog just rolled in, and the sun is still trying to push through, but it's very foggy. The temperature's dropped as well, I think. I did change one thing. I changed my left hand rod onto a zig, and I've put that in a different place just to try that out and see, if we can get any movement. And I think I've put that probably about 4-5 foot below the surface, so just thought I'd try it out. I'm going to be changing again in a minute, as there's a little bit of open water just in front of me here, because where I'm sat on the far point, if you know Elvington, there's 2 pegs and I'm fishing at the side peg, but there's the peg next to me which nobody's in, so I might just chuck a rod out just close in, nothing too far out as there's lots of anglers about, and just see if any of them are held up in this corner kind of thing. Like I say, it's cold. I've had a couple of liners or a few beeps, but nothing that's taken, so I don't think any of the anglers on so far that I've seen have had any bites or any fish, so yeah. I guess I'll give you the first tip that I've been given a lot and has paid off for me quite a bit as well during the winter, is to scale things back a little bit. Instead of using big massive hook baits, bring them down a few sizes. Along with that, maybe drop the hook a size or two, the right hook for the right bait, and just your parcels of bait. I like to do some mesh bags, and just put them on the end of the hook. Just make smaller ones rather than feeding a lot. Just put a little bit of bait in. So yeah, that'll be my first tip, I guess, which has worked quite well for me during winter months. Another tip is, which I've mentioned before in previous videos, always go prepared. I mean, today was 0 degrees, so I've got my thermals on, I've got 2 hoodies, and I've got my jacket here. I've also got some gloves in my kit, and I've got my neck warmer. Obviously that cold wind can be quite a bite on the ears. I wear a cap a lot of the time. I mean, I guess a woolly hat would be okay too. I think I've got one of them in my rucksack, but I tend not to. I prefer my cap. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a change shortly. Like I say, I'm gonna try a rod just out here in front of me and see if we can attempt to bite. So yeah, not really a lot more going on. It's been really nice, just sat here. Obviously the sun's trying to cut through the fog. But like I say, that sun, as you can see a bit of glare there on the screen, that sun kind of got, well, if anything, the ducks are having a good time, don't you? They're running around, swimming in, getting bathed. Said a few bleeps off a bite alarm. Hopefully somebody gets something today. Yeah, like I say, I'm gonna try out that spot just here. It's like a bit of a corner, so you never know, it might just be where a couple are held up. It's always worth a try. I like to try and be mobile. I was gonna have a look around the lake, but pretty much all the swims are taken, which is quite surprising to say it's this cold. But there is some sunlight, so I think a lot of people will be trying out the kit from their Christmas presents. Definitely let me know what you got for your Christmas fishing gifts. Let me know in the comments section. Be nice to see what some people got. I myself got a large unhooking mat. I wanted a big one. I usually, if you've seen before, I normally use 2 smaller ones. Oh, line bite or something there. Yeah, I got a very large unhooking mat. I prefer mats to cradles. I think I am going to get a cradle just to have, you know, in my kit, in my arsenal, as I say. But for now, I like to use the mat. I also got a spom, a midi spom. I wanted a small one. I've never been a big kind of, you know, baiter up. I normally put a little bit out, maybe a few handfuls with my hook bait, maybe a stringer or a PVA mesh bag, or you know, that kind of thing. But I am gonna try get my hand into a bit more spodding, but only small amounts. I want to spod over some zigs. I know that can be quite fruitful. I guess I need to have a look up. Like I say, I've never been a big kind of spodding person, so if any of you that are watching do spod regularly or spod over zigs, let me know in the comments section what you use. Or I'm not trying to go out and buy, you know, the £20-30 a go spod mixes. I'm going to try and make my own kind of thing. So if you could let me know in the comment section, that'd be a big help. You know, I just want something that's going to cloud the water up a bit of flavour obviously, and create some attraction. But so that'd be great. Bloody ducks. So yeah, I'll keep you updated and bring you the next tip that I have. The next tip I have is quite a good one, which I found works a lot for me. Now, it doesn't always work, but I've heard it and seen it from a lot of people, and since I've been trying it, it does work really well. Obviously, it's not something where I'm going to say you're guaranteed to catch a bite on it, obviously, because that's never guaranteed, but it definitely gives you a bit of an edge. So yeah, I'll keep you updated and we'll speak again shortly. Well, hi guys, welcome back. Last update, I think, as you've probably gathered. Fortunately, no fish today, not even a bream, which is surprising. I'm always plagued with bream. Just the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? I think, like I mentioned, I think a collective of the cold weather and the, you know, super calm water. Or maybe I'm just not in the right spot. Like I say, there wasn't much room, or there wasn't any room on the lake for me to, you know, up sticks and move around. I did have a bit of a wander here and there, not too far obviously. But yeah, nothing materialised today. If I do get a last minute bite, I'll obviously get the footage, and you'll have seen it by now hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to be packing away in, you know, a couple of minutes, start packing my gear up and get away in the daylight hours if I can. And yeah, so thanks for watching anyway, and sorry we couldn't get a fish for today, which is just a bit of a shame, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care.